Hello, Chris Green here with the Flood Insurance Guru, and today we're talking about flood risks and we're talking about letter of map amendments. We're talking about, does a letter of map amendment or flood zone change your risk when it comes to this process? Remember, a letter of map amendment is when you have your flood map amended. So maybe you're in a special flood hazard area like an A, an AE, maybe even a V like a coastal zone, and you're moved to something like an X. Does this actually change the risk? Now, it definitely could change the requirement, because if you're moved to something like a flood zone X and you have a mortgage, it means your mortgage company may no longer require flood insurance if you can get that letter of map amendment over to them, showing that the flood zone has changed. But realistically, it just doesn't have much to do with the actual risk, because you're not changing anything on the property. Now, from looking at the elevation certificate, of course, FEMA, the National Flood Insurance Program, can see maybe they originally had you in the wrong risk. So maybe the risk of your property flooding is actually lower, but it's not because of any changes that have been made, it's because of documentation that was sent to them. So the letter of map amendment process doesn't truly change the chances of your property flooding. It just changes what flood zone your property is located in. So it's important to understand that. So even if you do get this flood zone changed like this, your property is still at threat of flooding. So if you've got questions about going through this process, what your flood insurance options are, click below to visit our website, floodinsuranceguru.com. Remember, we have an educational background on flood mitigation, which means we can help you understand flood risks like this right here, your flood insurance, and mitigating your property long term.